supply, and you will think he has no challenge. Praise the Lord. His challenge might not be money, but there are other challenges. There is no challenge. Hear me. I take an excerpt from Daddy's ministration this morning when he was talking about the soldier. There is no soldier that is afraid of battle. Why? Because every battle he won, give him what? Mustard. The same thing, every child of God, every born-again child of God, every Christian are not meant to be afraid of challenges of life. They will come, but one thing that is certain is that we will overcome. It is a settled matter. Our victory is a settled matter. Here, may I put it down here in my note. Always see challenges of life as an opportunity for your lifting and promotion. Never see the challenge or the storm rising against you as something that is coming to destroy you. It cannot. It is an opportunity for lifting and promotion. And let's quickly move to the second truth. And I want you to note this one very well. Satan will always be at war with us for keeping the commandment of God. The reason why you are being challenged is not because you sin. That one can come if you sin. But primarily, Satan will be at war with you until you close your eyes and open it before God. As long as you are keeping the... Let's look at Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. When in the book of Revelation chapter 12, we were learned that Satan was sent from heaven. And when he came to the earth, he came with one purpose. That I will go after them that are keeping the commandment of God. Let's go there. Revelation chapter 12. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Please stay there. Women are not meant to have a seed, yes or no? Men are the one that carry seed. What the women carry is the soil to plant the seed. But here, Bible said the remnant of our seed, because Jesus is not a seed of a man, is the seed of God planted in a woman. So the only way they can identify him is to call him the seed of the woman. Bible said the dragon has made up his mind coming from heaven. I will always be at war with them. I will never leave them alone. I will never give them a breathing space. He said, which keep the commandment of God and had the testimony of Jesus Christ. These two sets of people, everyone that keep the commandment of God, everyone that had the testimony of Jesus Christ, get ready for challenges at all times. Get ready for war. Bible didn't even call, because of the faith life, we call it challenges. Bible call it what? War. Get ready for war at all times. Why? Because you are a remnant of a seed. Number two, you keep the commandment. Number three, you uphold the testimony of Jesus. The only commandment Peter gave to us is that make sure you don't suffer like a sinner. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 15. That's the only admonition, that you will suffer is settled. But let none of you do what? Suffer as what? As a murderer, or as a thief, or as what? An evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matter. Make sure that you are not part of this. Be part of the other one, and you will have God as your defense. We saw there. Why is Satan at war with us? 3 reasons. I give us quickly. We go back to those truths. Number 1, Satan is at war with us so that he can attack the integrity of God. So that he can attack the integrity of God, so that he can portray God to us as a liar. He has Adam. Did he say, if you eat this fruit, you will die? Don't mind him. He's a liar. If you eat it, you will not die. It's still the same. Satan will bring challenges before us so that they will say, after all, you are serving God. Why is your life like this? He will want to make you doubt the integrity of God and His word in your heart. Number 2, why is Satan at war with us? So that he can attack our faith and trust in God. Do you know the number of years that John had been telling everyone, this is the Lamb that took away the sin of the world. And one day, devil came heavily against him, attack his faith and trust in God. And the same man that said, may I reduce so that it can increase, said, no, go and ask him. Is he the one, or we should still be expecting the Messiah? The moment devil succeeded in attacking your faith and trust, you are gone. If you allow it. That is the medical people call it jugular. Am I right? Once they said there are certain nerves here, once it is attacked, that the blood in your body will drain faster than you could imagine. That anything that want to take your life, they look for this place. That is what devil is looking for. Your jugular. So that once it drains your faith and trust in God, you become empty. And hear me, if it can happen to John, do you know who John was? Bible says he's the greatest. And yet, Satan attacked his faith, reduced it to nothing, and an adulterous woman. The death of John the Baptist was a very painful one. A woman that snatched another man's husband. A woman that the man was rebuking will stand up one day and ask for the head of even a man that her husband is afraid of. Please don't let Satan get your feet. Number 3, why is Satan at mad? Is rough with us, or we attack us, or we challenge us to make us turn back from serving God? To make us turn back and say, I don't think this, Daddy said, a lot of people already said Christianity is a scam. Don't mind them. Their faith is under attack. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 10. That is the desire, that is the reason. He said, for Demas had forsaken me. He was part of the team. Please help me out. Demas had forsaken me, having loved this present world, and is departed unto Thessalonica, Christians to Galilee, Titus unto Damascus. Demas was journeying before, and someday there was an attack. He was challenged and said, no, I can't go for that. You will not turn back. I say you will not turn back. Number 3 fundamental truth we want to look at. Being a soldier of Christ, it is expected of us to endure hardship. That we always say, we will not serve God out of convenience, but we will serve him out of what? Commitment. And he told us in this morning that we are soldiers of Christ. And Paul, speaking to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 34, said, endure hardship. It will not be rosy all the time. There are times that you will step into certain zones of life that all hell will be loosed against you. You must understand this thing. If not, you will not be an equipped Christian for the journey. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 34. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 34. Endure hardship, that is what is there. Endure it. A songwriter said, you are the most high. You are the most. Whatever situation you find yourself, it remains God. You hold on to him. No wonder that same Paul wrote in Romans 8:38 to 39. He said, among these things, what will separate us from the love of Christ? Romans 8:38 to 39. Romans, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the what? Love of God, which is in Christ Jesus. As a true soldier of Christ, nothing, no wonder Job said, if he slay me, I will yet trust him. If truly we are the soldiers of Christ, then nothing among any of these things that Paul had written, not even if you don't get a place to sleep in this retreat. Not even, some of us are already angry because the food came late. Number 4, the fundamental truth. We are expected as soldiers of Christ to use our challenges to build our resilience and a stepping stone to higher ground in the realm of the spirit. Our challenges are raw materials. Every true soldier is meant to run certain kilometers. Are expected to do certain press-ups, yes or no? In fact, in their trainings, I have one of my nephews that had a master's and said he's going for short service or something and ran back. I asked the mother, why did he run? He said he can't withstand the training. And that kind of training is designed to build the resilience, to build them for the journey. James chapter 1, verses 2 to 3. James chapter 1. My brethren, count it all joy when you what? Fall into that. Some translation, maybe you give me New King James. Some other translations say it didn't use the word temptation, used trouble. Trials. My brethren, not that when you are face to face with challenges, shame in economy. No. James here, this is the brother of Jesus, so the blood brother. That when you begin to see trials, you what? You count it all joy. Why? Because it's preparing you for something. Yes, let's go there again. Verses 2 and 3. Let's look at verse 3. Why? Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh what? Patience. And verse 4. But let patience have a what? Perfect war, that ye may be what? Perfect and entire, wanting in nothing. Nothing. God has no other curriculum to train us. When you are face to face with it, don't sit down and drop your head and keep crying in the corner of your room and say, Ọlọ́run bí mo ṣe sìn ẹ́ tó. Lord, with all my service, with all my going to church, with all my evangelism, with all I've done. Do you know some people have left church for certain trivial issues? Somebody walked up to me and said, this happened, this person. I said, you know what? You are the one God is trying. Whether it's your test, you can pass it or fail it. Those challenges are meant to what? To build the resilience. Are meant to prepare us and make us perfect and be wanting in nothing, that God will be. What happened? Why did Job face those trials and tribulations? Just because God wants to be proud of him. Don't you see my servant Job? And that was what put Job into problem. Nothing else. Nothing else. When you come to this zone, know that if you will go through it, it's going to make you perfect. And number 5, and I want you to, this one, follow me very, very well. When you step into that zone, or you are face to face with challenges of life, the first thing you need to do is to discern what is behind that challenge. Is it just one of the vicissitudes of life, or a demonic orchestrated challenge? Because if you face it as a normal thing and has a demonic root, it will sweep you away. That's the first thing you must identify. Do you know why both Moses and Daniel could survive Egypt and Babylon? When God was sending Moses back, he gave him a rod. What did he ask him to do with the rod? Drop the rod, it will turn to snake. Why snake? Because the chief god of Egypt is a snake living in River Nile. Once you can undo this snake, it will send a signal to Pharaoh there is a problem. Where did he ask him to undo the snake? Where? In the tail. Do you undo a snake in the tail? Once you can handle it from the snake, then you have demoralized it. God was telling him, behind this slavery of a thing, there is a power behind it. It's not a thing you will go there and begin to negotiate. You can't negotiate this one. That is why when God was to judge them, Bible said, God said, I will go through the night to